There's upsides to the murder of children.
Yes, there's upsides to it.
I think we're gonna have to stop.
What? My friend sent me this the other day, and I responded by saying, the crazy thing is, people have been saying wild for years. It's just now starting to be recorded. And my friend wrote back, sickening, shaking my head. And he's not wrong. I could just be jaded. So the dude in that video, allegedly Dr. John F. DiMattini. I hope I said your name right. But when you look this dude up, first thing you find out, which is really crazy, is that he specializes in human behavior and he's a value expert, whatever that means. The crazy thing is the first thing I thought of when I heard about him, I think of Linda Fierstein and Elizabeth Lederer. These were prosecutors who observed during the Central Park Five, and Linda Fierstein came up with a lot of books saying how she knows criminals. Now she can tell. The crazy thing about all of that was everything they said was a lie or based off of some type of racism or sexism, which kind of reminds me of Pam Bondi.
With obsessed with Donald Trump, you have Trump derangement syndrome.
Reminds me of Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem, a lot of the Trump administration, RFK Jr., all of them. And what I mean by that is that they'll have these thoughts and get information to prove it, even though the information is false or wrong, just flat out wrong. Drapetomania, that was it. The book, the person, Bond. So the idea here was that any slave who decided to run off must have been suffering some mental illness, because why would they want to leave their owner, their master, someone who's taking care of them? You look back at it now and you go, well, obviously they were wrong. There are so many things that prove them wrong. There's no different than this doctor. I don't think he's a doctor. I think he probably would eat a child if he could. He has 6 of them. But that's what they do. They come up with all these different ways of weaving, and it's not one side or the other. It's both sides that do this. Everyone's an opportunist. And the sad truth is, this administration loves opportunists who agree with them. Same thing for cigarettes. They came up with a way of going, all right, well, how do we get people to smoke, and how do we make sure that it sounds factual? They just paid the scientists to talk about it. That's how you do it. So the crazy thing that I have to say to my friend is like, yeah, no, we've been doing that. Water's wet, and that's what happens all the time. People have been saying crazy shit all the time. The thing that we have to hope is that no one tries to commit whatever the thought is. What I say, he's a doctor and he has patients, and his patients agree that he should unalive kids. We should start there, because that thought is the smoke. He is the fire, and everything around it needs to burn. That's just